Welcome, folks. What if I say that you could do a cloud DevOps work smart with your Gemini API? You can use any big LLM APIs actually. So whatever I draw here on this board, it is going to done with an API. If you can see in your laptop, you have a VS Code and you can install a Cline extension and you have to provide an API. Google is giving you a free API and you can use other APIs as well that you can take from Hugging Face or Open Router. Place it that API into your client and whatever you ask as a user that will get done with this Gemini API into your AWS Cloud. So this is just an example. So how we can do a cloud activities in a smart way. So here it is going to connect with the cloud. In order to connect, we have to give AWS CLI permissions provided by authentication key, nothing but access key and the secret key, running command of AWS configure, and then it will create the server for you. Whatever you ask, it do it for you. You no need of writing a Terraform script or struggling much to how to syntax the Terraform and keeping everything in a good format and do. So this is not recommended at the enterprise or organizations level. It's for your local labs. Okay. If you are struggling to learn or something, you're struggling to create any labs at your local and you can try this one and then you can look at the test lab and from it you can learn something. But I would recommend use it for your test trials only. Don't recommend, I won't recommend at the enterprise level or organizations levels to do. But we can improve by configuring the MCP servers. In the next video, we are going to cover MCP, Model Context Protocol, so which is the a client server communication which can done the work with your LLM. So basically, MCP is a, a barrier between of your generative or whatever your generative AI, the LLM you're communicating, and that is going to do work for you. Okay. So we'll cover more about the MCP in the next video. But now you just open VS Code, go to the VS Code, open VS Code, just go to the extensions, type client and install it. Once you have installed, so it will be enabled here you can see. And if you go to the client, it will give you this one. What you can do, you have two options, plan and act. First of all, you need to install AWS CLI. AWS CLI has to be installed in your system. That you can install from the Chocolatey or you can also install from direct AWS uh, documentation. They'll give you one MSI or a .exe that you can run. Okay. Once you have done, you can run AWS configure. Once you have run, it is going to ask you access key and secret key. Provide them. Once you have authenticated with them, and you can pass a sample uh, task. Okay. So before you go into tell any task to your client, here in the down you can see. Let me make big. Yeah. Right side my terminal, and here you can see here. Click on here and you should choose your provider. If you choose the provider of Anthropic, you have to give an API or Amazon Bedrock. Amazon Bedrock, there are multiple models. Even we can install MCPs and then we can get connect. It can get done the work like so. We have many models that AWS is providing MCP servers. The server has to be installed in our local and then from there we have to do a client communication. Our OpenAPI, GCP Vertex AI, DeepSeek, Mistral. So there are many actually. So whatever comfortable to you, you can do it. But for now, Gemini, we get a free API. How can I get this free API? Just go to the cloud, go to the browser, type AI Studio, just type AI Studio, and here you can see Get API. Just log in with your Gmail and click on Get API, and this is the test syntax. You can do test of your API. What you can do, just click on this Create API here, on this Create API, and it will give you one API key. Take that API key and place it here. Here you can see Gemini API key, and copy this total syntax and just paste it in the your terminal. Ask any question that will explain you actually. Similar way, here also the communication will be happen. Since you copied this API, come to the VS Code and paste this API key here. Once you have done, select the model Gemini 2.0/001. Otherwise, you have other models as well. So this is a good one as of now. So if you go to the Pro or Preview models, so they may not support you properly. So select this one and then come down. So you have two actions, plan and act. When you ask on the plan, plan will only gather the information and give you the instructions. But coming to the act, act can work on your task and it execute your task. So here you can enable, read, edit things. So what I'll do, I'm going to ask, uh, can you no need to mention buddy or something like this. Directly you can give an instruction context. Be my AWS Cloud engineer and create an EC2 instance in Mumbai region of Linux and uh, create the necessary things, the required things as per you and make it public. Install welcome to um Rajinikanth Vadla static content. Okay, so when I browse, it has to open the message. I'm just giving a prompt like this, and now it is making an API request. You can see. Let me. Here you can see it also written this one. It doing everything. What it is telling us, I have created a shell script that automates the process of setting EC2 web server and deploying the static HTML can readme.txt. No. So let me go to my cloud instances. Do I have any instances ready right now? No. Two are there, but two are stopped. So it is not created. Can you create for me? do it for me. So I understand that you would like me to execute the script. You, however, do not have a direct access to AWS account, EC2 instance, and therefore I cannot provide. Okay, I have AWS CLI configured with access and secret. Now you can proceed with task. Run the command. See, right side is running that. Let's wait for a minute. So let's say select one and go for it. Run the command. Invalid parameter value when calling the run instance options. Instance secret group IDs. Could you please provide me key pair and name? Create everything new. Yes, it is creating as well. Give the permission. It's always that you need to read what it is asking and then provide the permission. Run it. And execute the command. Run the command. Run this command. The public IP is this one. You can see it is also listing the public IP here. And the task is completed. It is telling that public IP address EC2 instance was this one. I have now completed the task creating EC2 instance and Mumbai region, installing web server of serving a static HTML page with the content welcome to I am Rajinikanth Vadla. Let's try to do this, but before that let me check whether my server is created or not. If I do refresh, I am in the Mumbai region. Now you can here see and just do a refresh. Hey, there is one server, but it is getting initialized. Let's check the IP address is same or not. Yes, 52.66.241.8, and here it is the IP address 52.66.241.8. Okay, just search this uh, or copy and paste. It is searching for HTTPS. It should not be HTTPS, it should be HTTP. It's not loading. Let's check the security group. It is allowed 80 and 22. That means it has to open. Let's wait until it is initialized. And now it is fine. It has to open actually. I think this is don't know. Now you just do a troubleshooting with it. Run command. It's telling that it means now I need to check the Apache web service is running or not. Since I don't have a direct access to instance, I will be update the user data. Oh, cool, cool. It's telling me that now I need to ask the user to terminate existing EC2 instance and launch new one and then update the user data script. Then I will ask you user data retrieve and logs from the files. So please terminate the existing EC2 instance and this one and do this one. Okay. So since it is a very limited and the Gemini API we are doing at the cloud, AWS Cloud actually. If we work around and tweak something and do some more configurations, we can also get done those works. But if you use the MCP, it is quite easy to do that as well. Okay, so this is something you can work around smart, and you can also do with your GitHub, you can also do with your Gmail, you can connect this to your Zira, you can connect to this other things, and you can get done the work in a agentic action way. So this is something super cool. It's completely free, no need of pay any single penny. You just install this client and you can do a kind of this trial error kind of labs and learn it from this kind of labs. I hope this content is liked and this lab is impressive, and thank you. We'll meet in the next video.